Today we're gonna create a simple waveform. There are two ways to create a waveform. The first one is to use the sandbox, and the second one is to create a waveform project. And we're gonna do the second. So go to your REDHAWK IDE and you're gonna create a new waveform project. We're gonna name it Simple 1 and you're gonna click on Finish. After we do that, make sure that you are in the Diagram tab, and we're gonna get some components of the components list to create the waveform. So go ahead and double click in the SIG source. So we're gonna get two SIG source F. So what the SIG source F does is that it creates a signal source and then it outputs the signal in the float type. After that, we're gonna get the add FF2I. And the add FF2I, what it does is that it combines both of the signals into one. And the last one is the multiply const FF. So the multiply const FF, what it does is that it amplifies the signal. After we do that, we're gonna connect the components. So you click on the output port of the SIG source F and you drag it to the input port of the add FF2I, and we're gonna do the same for the SIG source F2, and we're gonna connect the add FF2I output port to the input port of the multiply const FF. After we connect them, we're gonna save the waveform project. We're gonna go to the project explorer, find your project, and we're gonna drag it to the target SDR. So the reason we do this is to make sure that the project is in the SDR root. After that, we're gonna right click on the target SDR and we're gonna launch the domain manager in order to launch the waveform application. So you click on this little box and you're gonna click OK. So it's starting the domain manager and it's connected. After that, we're gonna click on the REDHAWK device, right click on it, and we're gonna launch our waveform. It's gonna give us a list of the waveforms that we have in our SDR root. And we're gonna click in the simple one and finish it. So after it does that, we're gonna click on the different components and we're gonna change some of the properties. So there are certain properties for the SIG source. We have amplitude, frequency, offset, sampling, frequency, transfer size, and waveform, which is in form of a sine wave. I'm gonna change the frequency to 800, and then the second one to 1000. And we're gonna change the multiply counts FF property, which is just a constant, to 40. After that, you're gonna click on the start waveform, which is gonna start the waveform. And things that you can do with it, you can click in the last component output port, and you can either plot port data or plot port FFP. So we're gonna see the first graph, which gives us the waveform, and you can see that it has different limits because we added two different signals that have different frequencies. And then you can click on the plot port FFT, and it's gonna give us the signal in real time. So after we do that, we're gonna stop the waveform, and we're gonna release the waveform. Alright, now we're gonna disconnect the REDHAWK device manager and terminate it. So that's it. Thank you.